Hello everybody. As you know, we asked for some Twitter questions during the last 24 hours, and we're going to try and give some fairly brief responses on the questions that have been raised, and I hope this is of interest. So the first one we had was, why are we not talking about Jersey's slow response to the coronavirus and lack of PPE in schools, such as masks, versus what other countries are doing? We've actually got one of the best rates and testing regimes in Europe, and that's actually been quite reported on quite recently. We're not using PPE in schools because that's the advice we're getting from our medical experts, and that's based on World Health Organization. The next question is from Dominic Jones, and it's quite simple. We've obviously had to do this very quickly because the intention is to get money out into the economy as quickly as we can, which is obviously very, very important for all Jersey businesses. And one of the things we want to try and ensure is that the money is as much as possible spent on island. And the difficulty with the process is that as soon as we go online, it's very, very difficult to separate out a Jersey online business from, let's say, Amazon. But what you can do, the way the card is set up, they can still take orders from people over the phone, and therefore still can access that business. In a similar vein, we wanted to get the money out into the economy as quickly as we could. If we'd had to delay and wait for an assembly debate, the earliest we'd be doing that would be next week, and then you've got the whole implementation time, which would then have to come on after that. And so it would delay matters quite a lot. And the Assembly has delegated certain spending powers to essentially the Treasury Minister and obviously Council of Ministers, including myself, for some of these decisions. Obviously those are time limited, and that is why the vouchers we can do under essentially delegated authority. That's quite an important question actually, but the regional process is actually more flexible and it is more accurate. And it's obviously recognising that a single rate across the country does not reflect the fact that in certain parts of the country you may get hotspots, and in other parts of that country it's perfectly safe for them to travel here and for us to travel to them. So it gives us flexibility. It is based on our medical advice, but obviously we are keeping that actively under review, and we're obviously all seeing how things are changing around us amongst our neighbours. I hope that was of use and of interest, particularly to those who we've tried to answer the questions for directly. Next week we have the States Assembly starting on Tuesday, where it is the turn for members to be asking both myself and all the other ministers many questions, which are obviously of interest to members and hopefully to you as the public. And then I will be on the hot seat on Friday. And again, please feel free to either email your questions into them or to give them a ring on the day. I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope that was of interest.